What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Total War Rome 2. Ellington here, and here we are with another 3v3 siege battle, and we've got ourselves a doozy. This one was sent in by Big Bees. Now, Big Bees is here playing Bactria on defense. His teammates, we've got Parthia being commanded by J Barbs, and Boei being commanded by Who's Mr. Bubbles. Now for the attackers, we've got Rome being commanded by Hermes. We've got Iceni being commanded by Centurion. And finally, Nabatea being commanded by none other than the Spanish maniac Everos. I don't know where I came up with that, Everos. I'm sorry, forgive me. But anyways, like I said, this is a 3v3. We are on the settlement of Alexandria, if you didn't know, by the big old light tower out there in the port. That's where we are. So, pretty standard setup so far. The attackers choosing to attack this corner here. And basically what ends up being is you typically see a push here and here. And then as this makes progress, then you typically see the attackers make a late push against this wall here. Now for the defenders, that typically includes, depending on where they attack, defending usually about right here, and then you can see over here defending there. But then you have multiple fallback points, typically there, and I'm assuming they will try to hold this as long as they can. Probably putting slingers or something up onto this wall to keep any archers at bay. They have to be careful though, because this is open. They didn't destroy the staircase, so the attackers can put troops onto that. You can see Boei defending. Usually, this is typically a little bit more forward than I think most people decide to defend. They said usually if they defend, they're kind of defending over here. But you can see Boei is really putting a stopper to this right now. And honestly, it could be that he just doesn't want to leave this open. That might be why. So you got Levy Freeman in now, getting switched. Well, not switched, but the Celtic Warriors getting some. So it looks like he's just using his Levy Freeman to kind of get himself some free javelin tosses from the back. But now we get a switch out by Iceni. We got Iceni sword band going in. Yeah, just two different sword band getting switched. The first one down to 73 men. He is wavering. But here come the archers of Nabatea, or at least a archer. I'm not sure. It looks like he might have been trying to take an archer fight with the Parthian and Bactrian archers, but I wonder if his archers tried to run inside the city. You can see he's got two more archers over here. So they are guarding themselves from the gate over here. They can't see it, but there is a Bactrian royal castle. They're basically just guarding against any cavalry that will come over and get these archers. The archers doing a pretty good job. Well, actually, they are shooting up onto the walls now. Oh, no. Shooting at the... Okay. Mercenary Syrians were sitting over in their little pocket here. And really the only way to get to them from there is to shoot them from right there. You can get them from right here as well, but now we got thorax swords moving forward from Bactria, so they are setting down the line, and doesn't look like they want to go. Rome coming in early. Evocati cohorts here. One of the cooler looking units, in my opinion. Now, they're holding the thorax sword back a little bit. You hear a bunch of artillery coming in. That is the hardest part about holding this area, is you are left very, very wide open to artillery. So Napatia's got his shooting right down the line there. I think that's the only artillery the attackers have. Hillmen and Celtic warriors and Levy freemen just really carrying the defense. Although on the left here we do have thorax swords once again. Now he's in shield wall and he's keeping himself really, really narrow here. Interesting. Curious as to why. Okay, this is why. He wants to expose the backs of the Evocati cohort to the Bactrian hillmen on the wall, I think. At least that's what it looks like he's doing. 108 kills on this Bactrian hillman. And now that the Parthian hillman is gone, the thorax sword falling back out of that Bactrian hillman's probably going to be in some trouble, because I assume we're probably going to start seeing a unit get up on the walls and shut this up. There is a desert levy up there, but it's a pretty cheap unit, so I don't know that it's going to really do much. Still just Celtic warriors in, hillmen, none of the big guns coming in yet. Got some Celtic bows over here from Boii. So seems to me like Parthia and Boii are going to really kind of concentrate on this, while Bactria concentrates on this. So you basically can get Bactria, Boii, Parthia. Oh, here comes the Roman archers moving forward. They're trying to get... Looks like they're shooting at the Celtic slingers. And then you can see the volleys in the background, the continued fight between the Parthian foot archers and the Nabatean heavy archers. Now, the thing about Nabatean heavy archers, they are basically Syrian archers. They just do not get an ability. So they don't have, like, you know, precision shot or quick reload, stuff like that. While Syrians have precision shot. Precision. Now, from the fact that multiple of these units have now fallen back, it looks to me like they're going to give up this area now. You got the one Celtic and the one Hillman in here. The other Celtic that was moving forward turned right back around. So yeah, it looks to me like they're now giving up the courtyard and are probably going to now defend in the secondary positions, which once again are basically right there and there. We're probably going to see something like this and something like this. When you do something like that, it allows you to get flanking shots with, like, javelins or slingers, things like that. Same thing over here. Tends to kind of expose the other side just a little bit to the, you know, to your javelins and things like that. Now we got sword followers moving up. So now the heavy hitters are coming in. Over the Parthia, basically still just hillmen first, and then got some Parthian swords. I suspect we'll probably see some units come over here and start busting down these walls. Although they may be waiting to do that until they start pushing here. Now, the tough part about pushing here is it does tend to leave you a little bit exposed to archer fire from that position there. So it could be they may hold a little bit here while they push hard here. Parthian, or the Bactrian Syrians, excuse me, shooting at the Nabatean heavy archers. Nabatea doesn't seem to see it, or maybe he just doesn't care at the moment. Yeah, it looks like maybe he was just getting a volley off before he decided to move that. Nabateans didn't take too crazy damage. The Bactrian Royal Cavalry General has shown himself. Show yourself! I wonder... I mean, he could come get the Armored Desert Hoplites. Since they're on a tower and they don't have javelins, they're a pretty vulnerable unit. But, you know, yeah. That's the thing about the Hoplites is that they don't have javelins. And javelins tends to be your best penalizer against cavalry, right? So, shield wall allows you to soak up that charge a little bit better, right? But the javelins allow you to punish the enemy cavalry because as they run away, it tends to, you tend to throw javelins at them, or as they charge you, you throw javelins at them, so on and so forth. Well, hoplites don't get javelins, so charging things like those hoplites really don't have much of a penalty. So, not too big of a deal, I would say. Sorry about that, guys. My OBS crashed. I've been having issues with that last couple days, and that's all right. We got to go again. It used to be where it was crashing literally like every time I tried to open it. It would just boom, crash, boom, crash. But that's all right. We are back. And as you can see, the javelin strategy of the defenders is taking quite a toll on the attackers. But the attackers now starting to bring in their own big guns here. So we got the Chosen Sword Band of Iceni coming in. Gonna take on some Celtic warriors of Bowie. But you can see you got some sword followers kind of in support. And then looks like we got some archer fire. What? Slingers could actually shoot that? No. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. I didn't realize that you could get a slinger to shoot over those buildings right there. Now we got to switch out. The sword follower came in, and now a new Chosen Sword Band coming in from Iceni. Sword follower should have the advantage there. Do still have some Principes here from Rome. Did anybody ever watch the Rome show on HBO? I missed that show. It was such a good first season. You had Lucius Varenus and Titus Pullo, Mark Antony, Caesar, Octavian. Just a good show that ended way too early. It makes me very sad because I want more of it. That's all right. Maybe we'll get more of that Barbarian show that they came out with, what was it, last year or 2 years ago? I think it was last year. I think there's supposed to be another season of that. Oh, here we go. So they have broken down the walls over here. They have not begun dropping or going through the breach yet. I think they're probably just going to hold this for a while. They probably want to wait until they get a bit more pressure and momentum coming from this direction before they do so. Tab out, make sure OBS is still working. I get some good side shots here. You see that Chosen Sword Band was at an angle, and the Mercenary Syrian Arch is a back trick, getting some good shots in on him. Good target. Fine shot. In the words of Treebreed. There we go. We got battle rhythm on some sword followers. Nothing on the attacking side, though. I think their generals are pretty far back. The Legatus is over here. The Nabatean Noble Cav over there. And the Iceni Heroic Noble is also over here. So far, no push onto this side yet. Got a little bit of a fight here between Nabatean Heavies and Celtic Bows. I don't think the Celtic Bows are going to enjoy that fight in the long run. Got a lot of stuff stacked in over here. Wonder what the artillery ended up getting. Well, he's only got 29 kills, so I'm curious as to how many more shots that he has. I bet you he's got a good chunk. For only 29 kills, you know, I'd be pretty surprised if he was out of ammunition already. I'd have to go talk to, I think that's Everos playing Navati. I'd have to talk to him and tell him, what the hell are you doing? Did they not teach you how to aim in Spain? Come on now. Really, all the excitement is here. All the excitement is here. Which is interesting because that's actually opposite to what I thought was going to happen. I thought they were going to push hard here and here, but they are putting all of their efforts into this position at this point in time. Now, obviously, I suspect that will change. I just, you know, at this point in time, that is the strategy they're going with. Looks like well, maybe not. I thought it was maybe a new unit coming in. Well, yeah, okay. So, new Celtic warrior came in. And it looks like the archers are trying to kind of establish themselves a kind of permanent position in the courtyard. If they can get into the courtyard, they can really start countering off a lot of this archer fire from the defenders. So I think that's what they're really trying to do, is get themselves a good stable firing position that they can actually shoot from and not have to be as conscientious of like all the buildings and all that crap. The archer, fight is relatively even. You know, you got 3 Syrians and 3 Syrians, then you got 4 Nabatean heavies and 4 Parthian foot archers, and then I'm pretty sure, so Iceni obviously brought slingers, and then Boei brought a combination of slingers and bows. Looks like he maybe went to it. That was a good shot on those. 112 kills on the Syrians. 30 on that one. Wow, look at the Parthian foot archer, 170 kills. Get in here and get some little looky-loos. You got Nabatea, Rome. Come on, Principes, get in there and fight. Looks like some of the Nabateans have seen some fighting. Got the Briton slingers in here starting to shoot at the Parthian foot archers, I'm pretty sure. Looks like we might get a push now. Got a Nabatean hoplite moving this way. Walk this way! You know. My favorite, joke, walk this way joke, is from Robin Hood Men in Tights. If you've never seen it, it's a fantastic movie by Mel Brooks. It's basically a spoof off of the 90s Kevin Costner Robin Hood. Robin Hood Men in Tights is just a fantastic movie, and the sheriff of Rottingham tells his gods, walk this way. And he starts walking in this really flamboyant fashion. And so all of his guards look at each other and are like, okay. And they all start walking that way. It's just fantastic. Such a good movie. Mel Brooks, if you don't know who that is, he's also the guy who did Spaceballs and Blazing Saddles and History of the World Part 1, stuff like that. Just a fantastic comedic mind. He could probably never make any of those movies in today's world, but God, they're good. Look at that Bactrian Peltis get a really good shot. I don't think that Chosen Sword Band liked that at all. Look at that Bactrian Peltis. 20. I love seeing all the volleys. I mean, literally, you got volleys here, volleys here, volleys here. And then you got the counter volleys. It's just really cool seeing all the arrows fly in all the different directions as you're kind of overlooking the battlefield. Rome 2 is probably the last that I can stomach the projectile trails on. Everything after this game, the projectile trails are just hideously awful. Attilas are bad, Warhammers are bad, Troys were bad, Thrones of Britannias are bad. Like, it looks, half of them look like you're like shooting lasers at your enemy. They just look so dumb half the time I just turn them off. Which sucks because at that point you turn them off and now you can't see the arrows at all, you know. For Attila, I have mine turned off because during the replays it looks 100 times better than when they're on. Armored Desert Hoplites. So now we're going to get Hoplite Formation versus Shield Wall. AKA the most boring fight you've ever seen. Oh my god, there it is again. See that? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And of course, when you go into formations in this game, your units have a bad habit of doing stupid things. Here we go. Well, maybe not. So they moved a couple towers forward. It looks like they're just trying to block the arrow tower to then maybe now come forward. Either that or they're just maybe trying to protect their archers a little bit better. Yeah, that might be it. I don't know, because that tower could definitely shoot there if it wants to. Evocati cohort! Brinkabe's getting a good little side javvy there. Right into the kind of just corner of that thorax. Just kind of looking around. They do have a Thorough Spear up here. The Thorough Spear... Okay, so they're going to try and go and engage it. But they... Looks like Nabatea and Rome maybe weren't talking and had the same idea because they both sent a unit to go around, but that left this unit free to kind of push in. So kind of maybe a little bit of a oopsie there. Nabatean swordsmen moving forward. There is artillery still coming in. Is that Nabatea's? Well, he does have 31 kills now. Maybe it's Bowie. Because it says he's firing. Yeah, he sees targets over in the courtyard. Oh yeah, there's targets. Oh yeah. Then you got the Bactrian Royal Cav going around. He actually took some damage and got. I wonder, he must have got javvied. Which is very rough. Yeah, he got no kills. There's something here, but I don't see any more horses. Yeah, oh well. Now he turned around and charged back into that sword band, and he probably just did a ton of damage to it.
Commander.
Sword band 15, back to Royal Cav now with 47. He's got to be careful though, that Nabatean Noble Cav coming in behind. Back to Royal Cav is a very heavy shock cavalry. Nabatean Noble Cav is a heavy melee cav. Nabatean Noble Cav they're both really good units. Obviously one being shock, one being melee. The melee typically is going to perform better long term, while the shock is going to do a lot better on that initial punch. Now we got sword followers, 2 sword followers, both of them with single chevron. They're both pretty beat up, 82 men, 21 men. They're going up against some, it looks like 2 healthier units of chosen sword band, and then a regular sword band. Now some Parthian swords coming in to kind of shore that up a little bit. Looks like they're starting to kind of pull units away from this side to assist over here. And that could be what the attackers are waiting for, is to, you know, weaken this side before they push it. Or they may never push it at all. I guess we're going to find out. And is Nabatea? Maybe. Well, they're coming over. It looks like they're going to bust down this wall at least. It's probably a good idea by Nabatea, kind of zoning out the Bactria in general. Probably needs to be careful about those towers shooting him, though. Bactria maybe... I wonder if he's considering a bit of a fallback. He's actually not even... Well, maybe he's sending this guy in here. That might be why. So I was going to say, he's not even really defending the breach specifically. Like, there was definitely the opening there. But I wonder if this unit's going to fill that gap. Got a big push over here. A lot of reinforcements sitting right behind the line on both sides. You got Bactria and Parthia here. Principes! Sorry, I had to say it. I don't feel like you could say, like, there's nothing fun about saying principes or princeps or principes. You have to, like, principes. Really bad Italian accent, you know what I mean? All my accents are bad, don't worry. They've actually gained ground, or like regained ground, the defenders have. So look at where the battle line was here. Now they've pushed them back, you know, what would be 24 paces, a dozen paces or so. No, yeah, 24, I would say. Count it out, let's see. Hold on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Look at that. 24 paces on the money. Yeah, I know the line shifted while I was doing the count. Shut up. We're just going to rewind or we're going to fast forward over that part. And it's just going to be beautiful. Because I'm a genius. Didn't you know? Definitely not a genius, don't worry. Bactria? Look at this. Alright, Bactria. They're saying, no, you don't push me, I push you. Here in Mother Russia, we push you out of our place, not you the other way. There is no such thing as defense. There is only thing is attack. Understood. All of our people die, it's okay. We send more people in. Oh, here we go. Now the Bactrian general. Well, he's turning around. I wonder if he saw the Nabatea Noble Cav and was like, never mind. Now this side here, it looks like the attackers are gaining a bit of ground. It honestly seems like this is their more successful push so far. This side here seems to have gone, you know, they really haven't gotten anywhere, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I definitely think this side of the Colosseum has been far more successful. And then Britain's skirmishers kind of holding back. They're going to have to put something over this damn part, or Hillman here being a pain in the side. Syrian archers, 141 kills. How did all the archers do? We got some velites back here. So if I remember correctly, I think they play with the rule where it's like either 4, I think you could do like 4 ranged and 1 skirm. If one of you guys are watching, one of the players are watching the battle, let me know what was the range rule. Was it like 4 archers, 1 skirmisher, or was it like 3 archers and 2 skirmishers? I'm curious. I'm curious. Now, I think Bactria really... This could be really big for Bactria because by eliminating this out here, it can allow him to fully focus his attention onto this one breach, which is the breach, or, yeah, this one choke point, which is the choke point that they are having the most problems with. It's not that it's falling or anything, but they are definitely having to put far more resources into holding this than they are into holding like this, or definitely this. I'm honestly still a little surprised that they haven't pushed here at all, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, they're going to have to put some more here, though. Bounce power is pretty even. I would say that it is probably just a hair bit in the defender's favor, but just by a bit. So you got a new sword follower here, excuse me. Getting ready to go in. More avocado cohort from Rome. I believe this is a Spanish legion. If I remember correctly, I think that's what those are. Oh, good jabby toss. A thorax sword just took it in the face. No fun. Then the Armored Desert Hoplite continuing to push. Avocado cohort trying to get in there too. This one's pretty beat up. He only has 53 kills. Bactria and Peltus with 111 kills now. Alright, alright. Boei just continues to use his sword followers, holding this one area, while Rome and Nabatea kind of teaming up to try and push Bactria and a couple of reinforcements from Parthia out of this position. Once again, though, as you can see, they're able to start bringing more units towards this area now that they don't have to be as worried about this. They still need to watch it for like cavalry and stuff like that, but you know, it's not like an urgent need. While obviously troops that you know could be over there defending against stuff are definitely being far better utilized at the forefront of the defense. Honestly, the attackers, everybody looks pretty healthy. Like, the defenders, you know, I don't really see one faction that looks like they are way less, you know, on manpower than any others. You know, it looks like Nabatea might be healthiest. Iceni, I think, is probably lowest. Rome, probably number 2. Boei is definitely the most hurt on the defenders with, I would say, probably Bactria second, and then Parthia here being the healthiest of the defenders. Celtic Slingers, 96 kills. What are they doing in combat? What you doing? Britain Skirmishers and Celtic Slingers going at it. These Celtic Slingers, I mean, there's no way they're out of ammo with 98 kills, right? Just thinking about the amount of ammunition that Slingers have, only having 98 kills is not very good. Maybe just shooting into shields the whole time? I'm not sure. Just kind of looking around, assessing the situation here. One Evocati gone. Chosen Sword backing him up. Chosen Sword banned. Not to be confused for the Arverni Chosen Sword. Very different. Ooh. Oh, he...
Understood.
Tiny, or this one unit getting up, an ambusher unit, getting up on the tower. Well, the cavalry saw him and said, "Hell no! No, no, no!" 154. Oh, man, good charge. Trying to be sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
At the double. Close ranks.
73. So I wonder, what is he... Oh, yeah, he's still got ammo. Velites. Have they even done anything? 43 kills. Nabatean heavies with 106 kills. No chevrons, and their swords are out, or daggers, whatever you want to call them. What about the Britain slingers? Yep, they're out. Oh, this is... Seems to me like the attackers seem to be pretty much out of ammunition. They obviously have some, but it's definitely not much. But to be honest with you, I'm not sure that the defenders have that much ammunition either. 117 with daggers, 102 with daggers. Yeah, so both sides seem to be pretty much out of ammo. Bactria Peltis out of ammo. Bactria Peltis are pretty good. They're similar troops to like a picked Peltist. So they do relatively well, not only in their ranged capabilities, but also in their melee combat capabilities. So the big difference between a Bactrian Peltis and a picked Peltis is that Bactrian Peltis still only... Oh, wait, no, they do have the 10 ammunition. I think it's the picked Peltis have a lot better melee attack. I was thinking that there's another one that's like picked Peltis, but they only have 7 ammo, and I'm trying to remember which one that is. There's too many units in this game, guys. I barely have enough, like, memory for my own name, let alone every single unit in this game. Wow, your mothers are all whores. Very rude. How dare you? So we are seeing a little bit of a push now on this side. Chosen Sword Band, we've got Evocati cohorts, another Evocati cohort. But it's still, honestly, still just kind of like a kind of probing. Oh, good. Well, it was a charge. But I like the move. Parthia pulling back to draw Rome and then hit him with the general. 11 kills. It's fine. There's the Bactrian general off in the back there. It's probably going to be coming down, you know, into the backside here. Got some battle rhythm. Ooh, Sword Follower, 43 men, only 62 kills. Having a rough day there, Sword Followers. What is this? It looks like... Am I seeing the Roman? Okay, never mind. I thought that was... It looked like a Nabatean unit with javelins out, and I'm like, what is this unit that is with its javelins out right now? But it was a Roman unit on top of a Nabatean unit. Obviously, got to get some more screenshots. Get out of our city! No, it's our city now! But it's our city! You're not even Egyptian! Go away, give it to us! Why die for a city that's not even yours? Because it is our city, we're defending it! Maybe you just killed the Egyptians to take it over, and now we're coming to kill you to take it over. You ever think of that? Well, no, I haven't, but that is a fair point. But we're not surrendering. Why that became a roleplay thing, I don't know. Don't judge me. 100? Well, where did that Bactrian? No, so he's got two of them. I thought that was the same one. I was like, what the hell? How'd you get over here? So they must be doing the 3 and 2. 3 ranged and 2 peltas. Nabatean Noble Cav charging. A little surprised at the counter charge by Bactria. I'm a little surprised you don't go for the square formation.
Yes, Commander.
Bactrian Royal Cav, though, 238 with a chevron. Nice, nice, very nice. Gonna get some psycho charges between the Roman general and the Nabatean general. The thing about the Legatus is he's not actually like that terrible of a unit. They're okay. The biggest downside of them is that they're only 40 men. If the Roman Legatus or the General's Bodyguard for Carthage, if they were full 80-man units, they would be much better than they are now. Not saying they would be the best cav in the game or anything, but they would be pretty damn good. Especially with that 90 armor.
At the double. Yes, Commander.
Doesn't look like the Bactrian Royal Cavalry wanted to go in there. Oh, they do still have a little bit of ammo. They're just kind of getting circled up here. Now the Parthian general's over here. Well, this may not be good. Because here comes Parthia, and Parthia is about to be looking for some blood. Blood, blood. I want to drink your blood. And now you can see they're committing even more units over here. Because once again, with the back attack here and a continued stout defense here, less and less stuff is needed over here. You know, more stuff can be committed to nailing down this side, which has been the side that's been the struggle for the most of, for most of the game. Parthia's coming in. Heroic Nobles, though. 115 kills. How the Parthian swords doing? They're a kind of a controversial unit. Some people really hate them. Some people think that they're okay. For me, they're pretty lukewarm. Just kind of meh. They don't... I personally think I would probably rather have the Thorax over the Parthian. Parthian's only heavy melee, while Thorax is a very heavy melee. But they've done pretty good. 141, 102. And honestly, that's against units that pretty well outperform them on every level. Pretty much everything on the enemy's side is better than those Parthian swords, so... I got kind of tangled up here. Got the Bactrian Royal Cav, 255. He may not make it out of that. He's only got 23 men left. 21, 20, 19. Yeah, I don't know that he makes it out of that. I wonder... But I don't think the general's dead, which is amazing.
Yes, Commanders, advance!
From what I can tell, the Bactrian general is somehow still alive with only 17 men left, and that officially makes him the luckiest man on the planet. It's kind of rude, just like, bullying some Bactrian, or some, whatever those things, Britain skirmishers. Now we're probably gonna see Parthia move and then just cycle charge the back of the Iceni general. Poor guy. Oh man. Nabatean general's dead. Roman general is alive still, it looks like. But I don't know for probably not much longer, given that he's... Yeah. Yeah, that's probably going to be the it for that. And I think that we can call this... I think this is a defender victory. Sure looks like it to me. A hard-fought victory. Definitely not something defenders are, you know, coming in and, oh my god, we annihilated everything. Whoa. Definitely a tough battle here.
Attack their positions!
Basically just waiting for a couple units here, and then we got the general.
Yes, Commander. Advance at speed!
General is dead for Rome, so I wouldn't be surprised if he breaks pretty quick.
Advance!
I don't know how this Bactrian Royal Cavalry is still alive.
Advance at speed! Quickly now!
He looks like he's going to go charge the back of the Avocati. And I think that's pretty much GG at this point. Armored Desert Hoplite, 273 kills. Wow.
At the double!
Wow, wow, wow.
Advance at speed! Raw Riders, advance!
And there it is. All right. So starting off, for the defenders, we have Big B's as Bactria, 2,519 kills, 338 on the general with 2 chevrons. Archers did pretty solid. The Peltists did really good. Infantry, all for all, did pretty good. J Barbs as Parthia, 2,385 kills, 165 with 2 chevrons on the general. That's really good. 180 on the Eastern Scorpion. Archers did pretty solid. Infantry actually pretty good. Who's Mr. Bubbles as Bowie with 2,010 kills? Some of his infantry not doing so hot. Definitely would hope to see a little better than 98, 74, stuff like that, 93. But, you know, he held, you know what I mean? He didn't give up that one spot, so that's about all you can ask for. Now, of course, they have their names set differently, so hold on, let me pull up the list of the players. So Iceni, we've got Centurion, 1,836 kills. His heroic nobles did pretty good. His range infantry or range stuff did okay. Yeah. Then his chosen sword band 260 or 252, and then just kind of a decent across the board. We've got Rome being commanded by Hermes. Really probably carrying this for the attackers. 2,445 kills. It's Rome. Their infantry does Roman infantry things, and we're moving on. Then we've got finally Evros as Nabatea. His archers, yeah, they did okay. Looks like he kind of had a bit of a rough rough time getting his archers in position and such. But his Armored Desert Hoplites doing really well. 275, 206, 189 on Nabatean Swordsman. Well, that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.